Now we're getting it from Zol. I like a Zol pick in 2v2 for sure. He can be a game changer. And in fashion of going towards things that are rare, with our rare legend picks, we're going to Mishiba Dojo here.
Yeah, that should definitely be an interesting one for sure. It's not too often we see some triplats, so it's always a little bit of a welcome addition here, at least in terms of, you know, just variety of backgrounds and scenes. But as we get going into here, though, it's already been a bit of a chaos here. Red's team is taking a lot of damage as we do get the Tesca and the Shell there. Both of them going to be running the Gauntlets, Battle Boots. And that's all. We already saw one Sig attempt, and that should be going pretty crazy later on, especially with how we're starting to get into these Reds now and how much strength he has in his back pocket. Boom!
Yeah, nice D-Light Nair, dude. I knew that one was coming in from Champagne Poppy. There's the down air from Cartier. Even gets the weapon toss off of that one, but Caueninja gets back because Jason was able to come over and express some pressure there, relieve some of that pressure as well on his own teammates, so they got back. There's the in-light, Jason, or sorry, Cartier onto Jason. Sidelight recovery, grab both, KO'd one.
The fact that Cartier got hit by Champagne Poppy's Sair and lived at 206 is really wild to me. That's Zol. That's Zol hitting the Sair. So I don't know how that happened, but you know what? We'll just move on from that.
That shows you like how effective. Ooh, nice recovery KO off the top on a Champagne Poppy. The recovery angle was the type of stuff he expected there, but he didn't expect it early enough to get the dodge on time. Ooh, there's the recovery. He tried to do it again.
Yeah, that was actually some crazy pressure there from both players on the red team, just for kind of recognizing the situation. However, is that going to be one to pick up? It will be for sure. Can they get two? It looks like they're going to opt to just go back to the stage here, go for the weapon starvation. That's actually going to be working for both of them. Oh, there we go. Now we got Battle Boost.
Oh my gosh, nice. Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
And he even got the side air on the other member of the blue team while he was putting pressure on the Champagne Poppy. He did like a little hop. I can't remember exactly what move he hopped over, but instead of like dodging a move, he just did like a little jump, so he didn't have to burn his dodge. That put Champagne Poppy. Oh, what do they got here? Oh, he just barely misses the recovery. That probably would have been a KO, even though Jason's only in the orange because he picked it up so high and the high strength of Zol.
Okay, there we go. Gets that there. Yep, creates a little bit of space for himself. And light tries to put some more pressure on there. The battle boots coming up from both players here on the red team. Oh,
nice dare.
Right, but he gets back on with a recovery. Okay. Throwing out these Sairs. I mean, hey, when you're playing Zol and you got Axe in hand, you start Sairing when you see red on the other team.
Okay, finally they get Champagne Poppy's second stock, but Caueninja, I don't know what he's got for us here. He takes an inlight from Cartier that's going to disarm him. We see, is that the French flag?
I'm pretty sure that was the French flag.
Yeah, okay. I don't know, sometimes I get my colored rectangles confused. Oh, he almost had that D-light as the interruption. The weapon toss gets the dodge. He's waiting for a weapon. Here comes the spear. Who's going to take the lead? He catches the... he does another one. Dude, D-Sig on cannon, I love D-Sig on cannon over the corner. I think it's so good, and you can really condition your opponent where you're like charging it up to get like all 3 blasts, and then all of a sudden they start coming over the corner because of the timing, and then you back up just a little bit, and then you do the minimum charge time 1 blast, and they're right in front of you, and they get sent to orbit, dude. I love it. That's one of my favorite signatures on Zol.
Yeah, Zol's got some really fun signatures too. I remember one of the games. I think it was you, me, and Loco. We were playing some free-for-alls, and he just kept spamming the side sig a couple times. It was really funny.
It is funny to just like run across half of the stage, grab your opponent by the ankle, and just like whip them into Mars, dude.
It's really funny, man. Some of the things in this game are very funny when you actually like just kind of think about like what's actually happening within the animation, but. We're gonna get I would say, not really a character swap, but, you know, definitely a different character in general, but, you know, same but different.
Yeah, he's using the crossover here from, is this Steven Universe? I don't remember what
it's Steven Universe.
I don't watch, like, children's cartoon shows. I'm 33.
I just know it's Steven Universe. I think it's Amethyst.
Oh, nice. Dude, yeah, it's definitely Amethyst. Oh, man, that's tough. Champagne Poppy. There was such a great interruption that came out from Cartier after the signature hit Champagne Poppy that completely interrupted the dunk on that, but Champagne Poppy falls after that, and then Cartier falls right after that. Big explosive potential coming out from Champagne here. Nice ground pound from Cartier too.
Oh, dude, yeah, blue team is just off to an incredibly hot start here. They are not stopping, not missing a beat from game 1. Game 2 is just a lot of the same here right now. Cannon, spear, both in hand. Oh, that's another stock. Oh, I mixed up my colors for a second. Red team's off to a really hot start here, but blue team is starting to pick up the pace.
Yeah, but it's weird because like blue team has had so many good plays already in such a short period of time. Even though they lost their first stocks more quickly than the other team, it really felt like the big playmaking ability came out from the blue team so far. That's also like the potential of Zol. Like I always think in the back of my mind that at any given moment, just like Taros, at any given moment, like you can take a stock. Oh, nice read with the gravity cancel and like catching the dodge in from Cartier.
And I like that too from Champagne. Just coming all the way out there, just saying, hey, I've got you, buddy. Don't worry, you're going to be able to get back to stage. Just putting out that pressure. Because, like, the risk of that, too, is also just putting yourself into a bad position. But they were both able to get back without too much hassle here. Right? Lots of jumping around right now. These teams are moving.
Yeah, it's like that's 3 sets of gauntlets coming in. They're all looking for the recovery KO off the top. Or the neutral air, like, grab, bounce pass, dribble to yourself. And then the recovery off the top. Nice ground pound from Cartier. See if Jason can get the stock on the right side. Ooh. No, here comes the French flag again. I hope Cartier speaks English or enough English to where I can ask him, like, what is that about? Because I'm curious.
It was really funny, too, is, what's not really funny, but really crazy, is that blue team lost the first 2 stocks really early in this game. And, like, they just took 4 back immediately. So, like, they definitely felt a certain way after, like, red team was like, okay, we're about to show you what's up, and blue team was like, no. Check this out.
I feel like blue team has like a really high level of morale right now, and I like that. When you see those taunts coming out, okay, there's no interruption there on the signature from Jason onto Cartier. He's able to get back though. He's not in too much damage on his stock. Now landing back on the platform. There's the inlight onto Jason.
Ooh, wow, that weapon toss right after the, I believe the dare coming out from Champagne. Just kind of keep that little chain going was actually really sick, and being able to get your gauntlets back too. Really good stuff from Cartier.
Oh, Jason gets the read with the dodge in as well. He jumped up, turned around the dare, hit Champagne Poppy. Here comes Caueninja with the ground pound into the down air and gets the KO as well.
Oh, he tossed a weapon away. Oh, dude, we've been seeing that so much today where someone will get a weapon and then toss it immediately. Just not really able to do anything with it. All right, there we go. Gauntlets, that's going to come through. That is going to clean that up. Red team barely escaping what could have been a pretty catastrophic choke where they would have gone down 2-0. But they held on tight and managed to get that W underneath their belt. Well done.
I'm asking Cartier about the French flag. He hit me with a hello. I think he understands.
Dude, what is with the French flag? He hate me.
Oh, he has French family. Okay, cool. All right.
Okay. That's cool. All right. Sick.
I love that's one thing I really like about when we get to do like commentary at home, because then like I can chat with the players and like ask them questions live, something that we cannot do in studio. Like earlier today when we were trying to figure out who Banana Yogurt was and it's Skeldra, like they weren't able to do that on the mainstream, so I had to tell mainstream that it was Skeldra because I was able to sit at home here on my computer and type in the Brawlhalla chat like, hey, Banana Yogurt, who are you?
Yeah. It sounds like one of those things where it's like you're doing like a paranormal activity type deal. Banana Yogurt, who are you? And the Ouija board spells out Skeldra. Right, well,
I feel like I'm playing Phasmophobia with some of these players sometimes. And we're going here over to Terminus as we get into Game 3. It's tied 1-1 in this set. It's been an electric set so far.
Mm-hmm. And what's really interesting, too, is Champagne is opting to join in on the Gauntlet rampage while still maintaining that cannon here.
Geez.
So, it's just Gauntlets all over the place.
Everybody except Caueninja has them on screen right now, and he's swapping over to him as quickly as he can. We're going to hear a lot of Gauntlet noises, boys and girls.
Dude, there's so many recoveries coming through, man. Everybody's throwing out these uppercuts. Ooh, big pickup. All right, not going to be enough to take out a stock. That one won't be either, but man, just good SIGs being traded from both teams right now. And these guys are really scrapping, too.
You see the grab property coming through on that side signature. I can't remember whether it was Jason or Caueninja that picked it up. But you can see, like, it only picks up one person, unfortunately. Like, it's great because when you hit your teammate and your opponent, it prioritizes the opponent. But then when you hit both opponents, you can only, unfortunately, grab one person at a time.
Yeah. right now, Jason, only one left on 3 stocks here, as blue team's trying to find a way to get him down. They're certainly putting on some pretty good pressure here. Man, they are chasing him. They just cannot find this hit.
Yeah, really a map like Terminus, it gives you the tiny walls so you can like force off stage if you have the weapon type to be able to succeed in that, but also it kind of forces the stage up with all the soft platforms. Like you're spending so much time where there are like 2 or 3 people on the soft platforms where that becomes essentially the new part of the stage rather than just the main stage like you get Demon Island.
Yep. Okay, here we go.
Dude, they're both coming after Caueninja. They wanted that edge guard, he still got through.
100%. And I felt to say they could still go for it, but they opted to try and beat up Jason a little bit more, try to see if they can get something out of him. Oh no, that's your teammate! You get lost in the sauce. Oh, another
oh my gosh.
dare attempt. Just wasn't able to
get it. Dude. Caueninja was a little bit too low to get hit by the dare, and then I saw Champagne Poppy go underneath him, and the ground pound was coming in. I was like, oh no. And then he had to dodge perfectly in time.
Ooh, what a great weapon toss, and being able to pick up the weapon too, actually stopping Cartier from getting back to the stage. That was super well scouted from Jason.
Yeah, that's huge. We have an even game because of that. There's a sidelight into the recovery, 3-piece and a 4-piece when you add in the dare, and then the recovery from Cartier, the sidelight, he's going to keep it going because he has his teammate and the opponent. And he has the opponent on final stock while his teammate's still on second. So yeah, keep going with that, brother, as long as you can. That's why he did it.
Yep, 100%. Do not let that go. And there we go. We are now in a 2v1 scenario here. So what's the combo? Big damn. Oh, dropped it. Dude, they were ready for it too. It's all Cartier's fault. What are you doing?
Cartier's just gonna sit there. He's gonna wait for his teammate to come back in though. He went from not helping his teammate so he could sit there with the French taunt to then waiting for his teammate to respawn back in. I really, man, I wish we could have seen that combo actually play out. Jason's done after that one. I wish we could have seen it play out because it was really cool. It wasn't just like one of them on each side going back and forth until you hit the big move and then you do the side sig towards the blast zone. But no, it was like they started going back and forth and then there was like a hopscotch where he turned around ready for something and then came like the side signature from the gauntlet from the Wu Shang player and that was going to send forward and then this guy was going to keep it going that way towards the blast zone. So it was a really creative 2v1 team combo, the likes in which we don't see very often. So I'm sad that it didn't get to play out in full.
I mean, that's like one of the reasons why I love doubles so much in Brawlhalla 2. Is like once we get into those 2v1 scenarios, it's just kind of like, all right, like what have y'all been cooking up? Like what am I about to see? And sometimes we get some really exciting things, but sometimes when you get really creative, you got to be really on point with those things. So like if you end up missing something, it ends up ruining the rest of the combo. But things happen, man. That's part of the game. Here we go. We're gonna be getting into Miami Dome for game 4, if I remember correctly.
Yes, it is. It is 2-1 in favor of Champagne Poppy. And, oh, I'm sorry. I was reading it off the overlay and forgot that they're not named Champagne Poppy and Cartier. So it's blue team. It's up 2-1. That's Champagne Poppy and Cartier. The name's Renazera and Savage.
Okay, so Renazera's on the Wu Shang, by the way.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can see that on the overlay now. Yep. Yeah, I've known the name Renazera for a while, popping up in tournaments from time to time.
Yeah, I mean, hey, he's definitely showcasing why we should be knowing him, though. He's been playing really hot all day today. But also just throwing out these French flags every once in a while, too. Oh! That's one? Can you pick up the other one? Oh, that was a nice little setup. Just wasn't able to get the follow-up that I think they were looking for. But Savage is going to be the first one losing his stock. Renazera, where are you going? You got to be careful.
Oh, what are they looking for? Oh, man.
No. Dude,
either one of them could have gotten the turnaround, dude. That was so scary.
I love those types of scenarios, too. It's like, hey, I'm in a bad position, but I'm still on the lookout. Like, if you mess up near me, like, it's you going, not me. Uh-oh, that's a lot of damage there for Savage. And it's funny, too, because now it's like a team combo, but with one red, one blue involved.
And I think ultimately that's coming out on top, even if all the like game was equal, because he had a weapon, so his damage per move was more than Cartier, who was unarmed. So he's putting out less damage per move, and then so yeah, I think the way you add that up, that was definitely better for Caueninja, who had a weapon because of that weapon. And then also like red team is ahead, so any trade you do is good for you.
Yeah, but I mean, Caueninja does need to get back into the game a little bit there because they did kind of just watch Jason get bought for a little bit. Now Jason on their last stock, and now you are on your second. So now you kind of gave blue team this pretty decent lead so far. I mean, you could end up turning this around by just finding a way to get Savage knocked out here. So if you can find a way to get that done, then things aren't looking too bad, and that might be it. Yes, it will be. Sweat beads come out a little earlier than expected, probably.
They were looking for the two-piece, grabbing the full team wipe on the Cartier, but he didn't have enough damage when he got sent by, I can't remember which one, into the neutral signature from the other Tesca player.
Okay. Ooh, man, lots of
It's gauntlet time. It's gauntlet time, brother.
All right, well, there we go. Last stock scenario here
Nice.
for the blue team in general, man. That was a huge pickup on Savage. And now we got a really bad 2v1 spot to be put into.
Into the recovery, second recovery doesn't come through.
I like that too. The weapon toss and also pick up the next weapon there. Just keeping Renazera just completely unarmed for like a hot minute now. He hasn't had a weapon for at least 45 seconds. Gets a spear out of seemingly nowhere.
And then he just throws it away. I don't know if that was a misinput and he meant to throw it at Jason. Oh, he's getting boot stomped, brother. They're stomping the yard. Oh, dodged the weapon toss. Second one hits. Second one hits again.
You gotta be a little bit careful here. Okay, there we go.
Nice inlight. Ooh, Jason. He inlights the wrong way. That had to be misinput.
Yeah, there's definitely been a few misinputs from the red team so far trying to close out the final stock here. That should be doing it. Okay, yeah. Thank goodness, because it was starting to get a little ridiculous. All right, well, game 5, Sparky. Our second game 5 today for us.
Man, and look at that. Caueninja putting out 548 damage. He did a lot of the work that game. They did split the KOs right down the middle. Jason only doing 278 damage, but still, he picked up 3 of the KOs. So in terms of, like, responsibility, they're still sharing the responsibility between the two. It's not like either one did the carrying or got carried.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely a shared responsibility here. And, I mean, that's kind of the point of doubles is you're not really just having one guy do all the work. But, okay, we're going to be going to the Small Fortress of Lions. Going to be sticking with the same characters here. I'm still not sure about the Onyx because, like, we swapped the Onyx the first time last game, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and we ended up losing that one.
Either the last game or the game before, I can't remember.
It might have been the game. If it's the game before, I think they got that W. So the Onyx isn't working out too bad then. But if it was just last game, then the Onyx is already, like, on a loss. And, I don't know. I think the Zal was still doing it.
Yeah, maybe. His damage numbers were still healthy.
Yeah.
And it still gives him, like, all the same stuff that you get on Cannon. And let's look at his gauntlet numbers while this game is happening. Yeah, he still did more of the damage on his Cannon, 276 compared to 138 on gauntlets. I don't remember exactly what he got the KOs with for his team, so maybe it's like he feels most comfortable with the gauntlet kit KO. We didn't really see the signature kit that's like inherent to Onyx coming through as far as I can remember as any like main game changer. Nice work from Renazera on the right side, taking out Jason with a nice edge guard, ending with a spear down there, giving him tons of range on him.
Well, worries I had are definitely gone. Ooh, nice pick up there. We get the side air, picking it to the teammate for the neutral light. Okay. Oh! Weapon toss going to disrupt that signature, which is probably a good thing here, dude, because then you don't have to worry about all the end lag at the end of that. If DCD light recovery, not going to be enough unarmed. Oh,
nice
geez,
neutral signature from Cartier. I mean, Renazera, excuse me. He was looking for another one, but a great weapon toss up from Jason. He was also, like, varying up whether he was, like, right on the wall or to the left so that a ground pound coming in would be a little bit more difficult for Renazera to pick up. He still has, like, the in-air steering that you can do with gauntlets, but still. It was a moving target is much more difficult to hit than the stationary.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Gonna be taking that one out. Now Savage really hanging on to the stock here. 216, but hey, that's what you get from the high defense legend like Onyx. Just made of stone.
Whipping that tail over, hoping to pick someone up. Oh, even that little backdash into the D-Light, hoping you find a neutral. He didn't have to even find a major like KO move after that. He just hit the end light. That sent Jason flying. See if they can get this stock off of Caueninja. Dude, Savage still living on this first stock until finally gets KO'd with a gauntlet recovery off the top. But it was like 230, almost 250 damage by the time all things were said and done.
Yep. And you can see Caueninja is 218 right now. I don't expect him to be living that much longer. You can see both of the blue team members are trying to find a way to get him out of there. There we go. Finally gets the pickup. I think actually just catching the dodge as well, so well done by Savage. But now you got to get this last couple stocks out of the way to try and clean up this game 5. But I'm not counting red team out yet, because when they start getting going on their offense, it does look really good.
I don't know if they're going to have enough to come back from this one. If they can take out Renazera, then they can force the 2v1 against Savage and then maybe get that stock away. But the way it's going right now, like, it seems like they can't group up enough around any one single player of the blue team to find a stock or to find anything like that, because the other one's already there. Okay, there's one. Can they get the stock off of Cartier here? Renazera's almost to 200 damage. That should do it. Yes, it does, off the top. Can they get this? Yes, they're doing it. They're doing exactly the win condition, but he's just a little bit too low and too far away for that side heavy to pick up and continue to.
Oh!
And they're not able to get the follow-up here. The second try.
Oh, wait! This is crazy! Oh my god! They can turn this around!
They're doing it! Oh my gosh!
A 4-stock swing to close out game 5! Oh,
dude! Show us that in slow-mo. Oh my gosh! That was incredible. I don't even care about these replays. Like, yeah, these parts of the games were like good too, but by comparison.